Hey there, Alan from Ural Junkie. How's it going? Hey, the other day we went for a ride up in the canyon and we ended up with brake fade. Links up here. Today we're going to start upgrading the brakes. And on a Ural, that's not really easy. We're limited only to brake pads. So I am going to start doing that today. I'm going to make 3 videos. First one today is going to be the rear brake pads. And for those, I am going to use some EBC FA 473V, and the V is for semi-centered brake pads, which should give me less fade. On the front, we're going to use different brakes, but we'll talk about those when we do the front. So let's go do the brakes. So doing the brakes on the rear is actually really easy. It's a single piston. We're going to take these 2 screws out right here, and then we can take the brake pads out. There are some little circlips, and we're going to pull those out. And then we'll take these 2 pins out right here, or 2 bolts. And then the brake pads will just come out. Take a look at them. These are worn down to the nubs. I don't know why, but this will be the 4th set of brakes that I have put on this. Whereas the front and the sidecar still have the original brakes. But at least they wear evenly. That's one of them. Here's the other one of them. Definitely worn out. And since this is a single piston setup, I don't really need to take the caliper off. Okay, let's open up the brake pads and see if we can get them to fit in there now. Okay, we can start putting this thing back together again. I am going to put the inside brake pad first and put this through to hold it in place. Then I will put the back one in place. Push those guys through, and we are just about done. Okay, so I'm going to tighten these guys back in. Like so. Then put the retaining clips on. The retaining clips are there in case the screw loosens up. It's not going to come out and you won't lose your brake, so it's a very nice little safety item. And make sure you spin them around at the end to make sure they're in the groove. And that is it for the brake install. While I'm at it, I think I'm going to adjust the handbrake. I don't use it simply because it goes out of adjustment all of the time. But let's try and do that. So to do that, we're going to take this off. This is a 16 millimeter socket. Take the nut off. Take the lever off. And then, so we tighten this up till it seats. And then we back it off a smidge, and then we put this back on. Like that. And then we put this back on. And tighten it up. Okay, so it should be, that should be set correctly. Okay, so the brake works now. If I were to make any fine-tune adjustments, I would go back to this guy here, loosen the lock nut, and adjust it with this guy, which is much finer adjustment than this guy. Okay, so we have the back brakes done. We'll do another video on the front brakes and sidecar brakes. So that's it for today. Thanks, guys. See you next time.